Hello everyone, Sheila back again, welcome to my channel. I'm sitting here doing a little bit of knitting. I've been busy in my garden on and off most of the day since 10:30, and I finished at 3:30, and I came in, went in the shower and sorted out my clean clothes for to put on tonight, because I just had my sun top and shorts on when I was busy in the garden, and it's now 4:45, so I'm going to make something quick for my tea and then just sit down and do a little bit of knitting until it's time to go out. Well, I have to put my hair up as well, because my hair got a little bit damp in the shower, so I've left it down till it dries completely, and then I'll put it up later. So I have to be tidy when I go out. So I'll just show you a little bit of what I've been doing today in my garden, and it was very dull today. It's been hardly any sun. I think there was a couple of times the sun managed to break through the clouds, but the app on my phone, when I checked it this morning, it had on 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock heavy rain. And I was thinking to myself, oh God, no, I hope it's not going to rain. I says, I'm just getting this garden dug over. I don't want the soil all wet and claggy. It's okay the way it is. It's just turning over nicely. But it never rained here. So that's the app on my phone. It can be for anywhere in the northeast. So we must have missed the rain. I hope it doesn't come later on. I want to get that garden finished before the rain starts. But anyway, I'm going to show you the little bit video what I've been doing today. Getting on quite well with it. Well, been out my garden since 10:30 this morning. It's now 12:30, and I dug all that part over there that was left from yesterday. Didn't put my watch on. Thought I'll wait and see, let my body tell me when I've had enough instead of watching the time, and it was after an hour I had to have a break, so my hour was about right. So finished that part, and there's a lot of rubbish that was in the bottom of this bin that was full of water, and I had to empty all the water out, and it absolutely stunk. But that water will be good for the soil. And I've just started over on this side. Going to have my lunch now, and there's a lot of weeds just under the fence as well along there. So I'm going to have my lunch and then maybe work for just another hour, because I'm going to bingo tonight. And I think after another hour I'll probably have had enough anyway. Well, that's about 2/3 of that patch dug over. I think that's about as much as I can manage today. I've been out about the same length of time as I was yesterday, only I was out an hour earlier today, and it's 3:30 now, so I'm finishing. This patch here used to be where I had my strawberries. Used to be my strawberry patch years ago. Not all that long actually. I had to stop growing them when the rabbits started coming in. They were pulling all the building houses over behind where you see all the trees are. They started building all houses behind. There's a railway line behind there, and they started building a lot of houses, and all the rabbits lost their burrows, their homes and that, didn't they? So they started coming down this side and eating everything in sight in my garden, but they seem to have disappeared. So I know someone who grows strawberries, so I'm going to get some runners off them and plant them again, and we're getting the rest of the garden to go over. I'll be able to plant stuff there next year. I've got a lot of compost in my bins, my compost bin, so I'm going to put that over it and fork it in a little bit, but the weather will take it in during the winter and that. But after I do that one, I've got this one to do. I don't know whether I'll get this one done. I'll give it a go anyway. But now I am going into the house. My shovel at my speed for a shower. So that was what I've done in my garden today, and not much of that patch left. That other patch I was doing, there's about a third of it left to do, and then I can start on that other patch. That it'll probably be like, the soil will probably be like cement and that, because it's never been turned over for. I started doing a little bit of it when we had that nice weather earlier on in the year, but it's just all, even that part that I did dig over, it's all weeds again. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I've never say die, me. I don't give up on anything. And my little cardigan that I did, this little one here, one of my subscribers who I sent the PDF to, Catherine, they call her, she sent me a message because she's doing the testing one of the sizes, and she said she was a bit mixed up about something I had on the left side. Where's my pattern? I have, when you come to cast the stitches on for the sleeve on the left side, I have, you knit however many rows you're doing, would depend on which size. It's one row less than on the right front, and you end on the right side row, and the next row you cast on the number of stitches for whatever size you're doing. Only I missed one row out after that. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote, it should be written on the pattern, the next row knit across all these stitches, because it's a knit row after you cast the stitches on. And then the next row after that is knit 5 stitches, purl to last 10 stitches, and knit those 10 stitches. So Catherine was a little bit mixed up. She didn't know whether she had made a mistake, and so she messaged me to ask. And that's why I like people to test these things for me, because if there is a mistake, I can put it right before I start sending the pattern out to sell. So I have printed out 1 or 2 patterns, so I'm just going to put a little note on after the cast on rows to see it and knit across the stitches on the next row. So that was very nice of Catherine to let me know that it was not a mistake she had made, it was a mistake I had made in the pattern way. It's not actually a mistake, I just missed a row out. And I couldn't work it out at first, just trying to work it in my head. So I was picking up the cardigan and I was turning it on the right side and then the left side, and then trying to work it out. And then I thought, I've done a tutorial on this. I'll just look on the tutorial and that'll tell me. And that was where I found out where I had missed a row out, because it's shown in the tutorial, but I haven't wrote it in the pattern. So that's sorted out anyway. So I'll have to all go through, anyone who's had the PDF downloaded, you just have to remember that on the left side, after you cast the stitches on, there is one more row that you have to knit all the stitches across and then follow the pattern. But I will be changing the instructions on the written pattern. I'm going back onto the PDF and add that row to the pattern, and then go through the PDF what I have to do to put all those pieces. There's like 3 pieces I have to put together to get the pattern. I'll have to go through all that again. It only takes a few minutes. It's quite simple actually what I have to do. But I'm at bingo tonight, and I won't be picking my friend up because she's left for Corfu this morning. She actually flew over there this morning, so she'll be there now. But I'm just going to the straight up to to the Union Jack bingo place myself and meeting the other women that we usually sit near when we go there, so I need a little bit of luck, so wish me luck. If I win these next 2 weeks, my friend will be cursing and swearing when she comes back. Because if she's not here, we don't share when either of us isn't there. If there's only one of us there, we just keep all our winnings. I hope I do win. Not to be cheeky like, you know, with my friend, but you know, naturally you do hope you win when you're at the bingo. And I'm knitting this needle. There's little holes in this t-shirt I'm wearing, and the needle keeps going through that hole when I'm knitting. I'm trying to keep the needle down when I'm knitting. Oh, and I forgot to show you. I have done one of the little blue hat. I just have a pom-pom to make for it, but I'm onto the nearly finished the rib part on the second last part. You fold that over, you know, like that. I'm nearly finished that part, so it'll not take much longer to do the rest, and then I'll do the 2 pom-poms when I finish this. Instead of doing 1 pom-pom there, I may as well wait until I finish this one, do the 2 together. So with a bit of luck, I'll do a little bit knitting. Like I'm saying, I've got a couple of hours before I go out. Half an hour or something I'll be doing my tea, so I'll have about an hour and a half. I'll be sitting knitting before I go out, and I'll do a bit of knitting when I come back. So I might possibly get this finished either tonight or maybe as early tomorrow morning, and then I can get to the post office with it for Helen, to post it off to Helen. I'm going to put that down anyway, and that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.